This September, I attended World Obesity Federation's Scope which was held in Seoul, and it was so amazing and informative, so I decided to make a review video out of it. Hello again, I am Yoo-hyun Kim. I'm a doctor from South Korea. I'm right in my third year residency at family medicine. I have some obese patients and I also am struggling with obesity myself. So I try to learn as much as I can about obesity and also management of the obesity as a disease. So it was very natural for me to register the Scope Seoul because it was in Korea. So it was just 2 hours maybe distance from me. So I attended the Scope School. I was a bit worried because it could be a little bit too basic or a little bit too advanced for my level, but it was just right. And it was maybe a mixture of day-to-day basic information about obesity, and also there was some up-to-date knowledge of obesity management and obesity as a disease. So I was very grateful that I had a chance to attend the Scope School. And after attending the program, I came back to my home and I searched for some reviews or maybe some videos about the Scope School, but there wasn't any. Maybe I was so shocked that there was below 100 subscribers for World Obesity Federation. So I decided I would make it myself. So as I'm not a native in English, my English may be a little bit poor in wording or maybe a pronunciation. Please understand. Before I explain about Scope School, I want to explain SCOPE. SCOPE is an acronym that is Strategic Center for Obesity for Professional Education. And Scope School is a one-day course accredited by World Obesity Federation's educational program, which is held in multiple countries and multiple times in a year. So if you have a nearby event, I would strongly recommend you take a chance, including South Korea and England and India, Mexico, and so on. Also, what I really loved, and I didn't know it when I registered, but now I know, there is a SCOPE certificate. I really love certificates because I want to hang it on my wall. The SCOPE certificate is the only international certificate in obesity management. So why not? Because I want to learn more about obesity and there is a certificate, I'm going to get it in maybe next year. I'm trying to attend Scope School a little bit more, and also e-learning. There is a learning program which is free, maybe not free for everybody, I don't know, but it's a reasonable price. So the objective of the Scope School is to educate the professionals who deals with obesity to understand more about obesity, not just about know-hows or the skill to deal with obesity patients, but to understand the epidemiologies, pathophysiologies, and the treatment of obesity as a whole. Because there is so various countries that the Scope School is held, the specific objectives maybe differ a little bit. Scope School Seoul's learning objectives were recognize the rising burden of obesity in Asia, understanding the etiology of obesity and improve weight loss through the understanding of appetite regulation, recognize the importance of multidisciplinary multidisciplinary approach to treating obesity, including diet, physical activity, behavioral therapy, pharmacotherapy, and bariatric surgery. It's almost everything. It covers everything. Discuss the choice of anti-obesity medication based on patients' comorbidities, relative contraindications, and available clinical trial evidence. Describe the indication of bariatric surgery and preoperative evaluation and long-term management of patients with bariatric surgery. And the impressive part was all everything was impressive, but the chairwoman, the president of World Obesity Federation, typed in the summary of each of the sessions, and the last session was about the summary. Every session's summary, and you could hear it again, and yes, that was the session, and remind it and make it mine. I don't know. My English is not terrible, but a little bit borderline, I think. They summarized Scope's sessions in 2 pages. There was a picture of an Asian woman who was obese, and this is the following. She needs to be screened for comorbidities if her BMI is higher than 23. She carries genes to resist loss and promote gain in today's environment. Stress, mood, medication, life events may play a role in her weight. Losing weight requires skills, and it's my job, not the patient's job. It's my job. It's our job to engage and motivate the patient and use tools to help with succeed, including using low-calorie diets and medications. Actually, the more important and more harder part of obesity management is not weight loss, it's preventing weight gain, and it was very emphasized in this session. Weight gain is expected reaction. It's not the patient's fault. It's expected reaction to metabolic adaptation. Special approaches are needed. Lifelong medication for appetite control and 1 hour of exercise every day. It's really hard. Wait regularly and go in intensive diet if more than 2 kilograms have been regained. These 3 strategies to maintain weight loss is very important, and the fact that medication has to be considered as lifelong is very, I think, the most important part. If her BMI is and she has uncontrolled diabetes, she may benefit from surgery, bariatric surgery. It is not necessary to do everything on the first visit because it's a chronic disease and she has to come back and come back again. Wait for the window of opportunities to open before pushing too hard for weight loss. And the most important thing is to make the patient keep coming back, because it's a chronic disease that needs a lifelong management. As I have attended numerous events, workshop, educational program for obesity, maybe the details that I didn't know wasn't that much. That's not a right sentence. The details of the education wasn't that new for me, maybe, but it was a bit different because it was a one-day course that has a wide view on obesity, and the program and the discussion made me see the disease obesity as a whole, not just a disconnected thing that I had in my brain. It was whole and it's connected right now, and it's not compartmentalized. So I had such a wonderful time, and And I think I can manage my patients and also my obesity better after attending the Scope School. Oh, and the discussion. Actually, in South Korea, we are a little bit shy to have a question, but the session was filled with international professionals, so it was very active, and it was, I want to say, fun and entertaining maybe. And especially the chairwoman, I don't know if I have to say chairman, I don't know. She was the president of the World Obesity Federation, Dr. Donna Ryan. She provided great insight and also energy to all the courses. So I took a picture with her. She was so amazing. I don't know if I said enough or too much, but so if you're a healthcare professional who are working in treating or management of obesity, like physicians, why this pronunciation is so hard? Physicians or dietitians or physical activity specialists, psychotherapists, educator, nutritionist, I would like to recommend that you take a one-day course of Scope School. It widens your view about obesity management, and it will give you a chance to understand the patients in a deeper level. So this is my review of Scope School Seoul, and I will maybe have a review about a Scope certificate when I get that. I am going to get that in a near future. Yeah. I had a very nice time. So, bye. I usually say, because I am a diet, I am trying to manage my weight, and I am keeping my progress in YouTube, this channel. So I will usually end my videos by, let's be healthy, maybe. Let's get healthy, be happy, I don't know. However, bye.